missing. The opposition and all that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Smith, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch the pass. Now. Go. Check 45 to Mike. Check. Go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Set 15 line. 15 line. Defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, Haywood. Hey. 42. All day, dog. Yo, faster.
Young working out of the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Back 25. Check back 21. Base. Hey, check back 21. Back 21. Check back 21.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ready?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Young to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Well, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Smith. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Down. Get it. 280. 39. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 59. Hey, what's the ball? Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Day coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This looks like a free play for Ryan. Jones has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
90 Wolf. You got stop. You Alpha.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Coming to you. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 99. Shift. Speed driven.
Young on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
At the 34-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Gun. Motion. Hey, Tuesday. Get up.
They'll toss it to Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and settle them down.
Now it's Ryan. Looking deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December,
of giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check 13. Check 13. You're out. 49. Rock it. Get up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Young. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
A gain of
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone could have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49ers 30.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Takk McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Young now from the 50. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Keep playing hard.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. X3. 218, chopper.
This is Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right. Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mike, check. 59. I'm coming after you. Hey, Echo. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
It's Young on 1st down. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Check three. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on second and long. Young. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Safety's creeping. He's checking.
Third and long for Young. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danny Trevathan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's get off the field, D. He's crashing. Go. Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Move. 4 down.
Ready? Young now, throwing on 3rd and long. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Takk McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, 3 out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They can't hang with us.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Going for it all. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's put that team on the front. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, G, get off the field. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
And the blitz does come. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Then go. 45, 45. Mike, 45. You better bring it. Go. You better.
Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Hey, Zoom. Check. Fair. I got you, son. Get up. Step.
Young from his end zone on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And now a carry here for their fullback. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Duke Riley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a give coming right is Breida. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackled that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Down, ready, 280, 50, 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check them, check them.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Ryan. He's got Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Green. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
20. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 15 yards on the play, first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're an OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open here is Allison, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.